Nike, the world's largest sportswear brand, earning around 1,000 crore rupees every single day. A brand endorsed by world-class athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo and Rafael Nadal. But would you believe that the man behind Nike was once a failed athlete, starting his business selling shoes out of the trunk of his car? This is the incredible story of Phil Knight, the founder of Nike. Phil Knight was born in 1938 in Portland, a small town in America. From a young age, Phil had a passion for running. His ultimate dream was to become a great athlete. In school and college, he worked tirelessly on his running, winning numerous races. But Phil wasn't just an athlete, he was also a diligent student. In 1962, he completed his MBA, still harboring dreams of an athletic career. However, reality struck one morning during his practice. Despite dedicating his youth to running, Phil realized he was good but not great. He was 24 years old, and his dream of becoming a national or international athlete was fading. With a heavy heart, he accepted that his athletic career was over. But Phil wasn't ready to abandon his passion for sports just yet. Phil had always been deeply connected to his running shoes. During his MBA, he wrote a detailed research paper on the business of running shoes. He discovered that Japanese companies had disrupted the American camera market with superior quality at lower prices. He believed Japanese shoes could similarly overtake the biggest companies of that time, Adidas and Puma.
Japanese cameras had replaced the dominant German cameras in the American market, and he wondered whether Japanese shoes could do the same to Puma and Adidas, which were at the time extremely popular in America. And by the way, that is indeed how you pronounce Adidas. But back to Phil. After writing that paper and graduating, Phil became obsessed with his idea about bringing Japanese shoes to the USA.
With a big risk on the horizon, Phil decided to act on his research. He took all his savings and flew to Japan to strike a deal with Onitsuka, the company behind Tiger brand shoes. Nervous and introverted by nature, Phil imagined a company name on the spot, Blue Ribbon Sports. The Onitsuka executives were impressed with his vision and agreed to let him distribute their shoes in America. Phil returned home, ecstatic, but months went by without receiving any shoes. Desperate for income, Phil took a job as an accountant. Nearly a year later, he finally received a notice from customs. 12 pairs of Tiger shoes had arrived. Phil showed the shoes to his college coach, Bill Bowerman, who was so impressed that he offered to become Phil's business partner. Bowerman was obsessed with shoe design and making shoes lighter, often modifying his athletes' shoes to enhance their performance. Together, they ordered 300 more shoes from Onitsuka, storing them in the basement of Phil's parents' house, which became the first office of Blue Ribbon Sports. Phil hit the road, selling shoes from the trunk of his car at athletic events. He spoke to coaches, athletes, and spectators, convincing them that Tiger shoes were the best. To his surprise, the shoes sold rapidly, and he soon placed an order for 900 more pairs. To fund this, he took a $1,000 loan from the bank. But just as Blue Ribbon Sports started to gain traction, disaster struck. A wrestling coach claimed he had exclusive rights to distribute Tiger shoes in the US. Phil flew back to Japan to confront Onitsuka, who ultimately reaffirmed their trust in him and gave Blue Ribbon the exclusive distributorship for the Western USA. Meanwhile, Bowerman was busy innovating. He combined the best features of different Tiger shoes to design the Cortez, an ultimate distance training shoe tailored for Americans. The Cortez was a massive success, making Tiger shoes one of the top brands in America within 5 years. By 1971, Blue Ribbon's sales hit $1.3 million, and Phil quit his job to focus on the business full-time. Just when everything seemed perfect, Onitsuka dealt a huge blow. They demanded 51% ownership of Blue Ribbon or threatened to give the US distributorship to someone else. Feeling betrayed, Phil made a bold decision. It was time to create their own brand. With the Swoosh logo and the Nike name, they hired a third-party manufacturer to produce their shoes. Nike officially launched on May 30, 1971. However, breaking into a market dominated by giants like Adidas, Puma, and Tiger wasn't easy. To stand out, Phil used a unique strategy. He signed the best runner of that time, Steve Prefontaine, to endorse Nike shoes. Prefontaine's endorsement helped Nike gain credibility and visibility. Phil's second strategy was to hire a sales team of passionate athletes who understood the needs of their customers. This led to improved product designs, better sales, and exceptional after-sales service. By 1980, Nike had 2,700 employees, recorded sales of $270 million, and had become the largest athletics company in the US, surpassing Adidas. But Nike faced another challenge in the 1980s. A new competitor, Reebok, emerged with stylish and fashionable athletic shoes, something Nike had overlooked. For the first time, Nike suffered losses and had to lay off employees. Reebok became the top athletic shoe company in 1986. Nike needed a game-changer to survive. In the 1990s, Nike expanded globally, venturing into other sportswear and becoming the world's largest sportswear brand. Today, Nike is valued at around 12 lakh crore rupees. Phil Knight's journey with Nike is truly phenomenal. The most important lesson from this journey is execution. Phil said in his book Shoe Dog, "Let everyone call your idea crazy. Just keep going. Don't stop. Don't even think about stopping until you get there." Nike's tagline encapsulates this spirit: just do it. If you are passionate about an idea, take calculated risks and execute it. If you liked this story, hit the like button, subscribe for more inspiring stories, and don't forget to watch our next video.